Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we continue the April Fool's special of What If Goku Got Ultra Instinct in the SAIYAN saga. Before I start, I hope you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon to be informed of any future what ifs. If we hit the like goal of 6 likes, I will start making the next part. If you have any what ifs suggested for me, write down in the comments, and if I see enough interest, I'll do it. Where we left off is Goku unlocking a new power. Instead of Super Saiyan, the technique of the gods, Ultra Instinct, and defeating Frieza and Vegeta easily. And now, we left off is the warriors trying to get back home. Because while they still have a Frieza ship, and Vegeta knows how to pilot, well, Vegeta kinda destroyed when he recovered, so they can't reach Earth since it's too far, but they can reach another planet, which is not too far from Earth, a planet called Yardrat. So even though they know how to pilot the ship, they still end up on Yardrat, and they decide to stay here, because it could be a good training here. So time passes on Yardrat, with Goku and Vegeta learning instant transmission. Goku becomes like normal, and Vegeta wants to keep up with Kakarot, so he learns instant transmission too. Krillin and Gohan learn the art of healing, since they know they're not the strongest fighters, so they could be good healers just in case senzu beans run out. And Piccolo learned the cloning, because he had a little torn down version of it, the multiform technique. And this technique is perfect copy, so this is way better. So when they think their training is complete, they're ready to get back home, but Krillin decides to stay here a little bit more, because he knows that he's really behind all of them right now, so he'll stay on Yardrat to learn even more techniques, and when he's finished his training, he'll come back to Earth with instant transmission. They understand him, and they go back to Earth. Now if you're wondering why Vegeta is coming with them, it's because he has literally nowhere else to go, and he wants to learn more about that new power that Kakarot uses, so they return to Earth. But there's no King Cold. Well, at least not yet. Since Frieza actually died back on Namek, he doesn't know what happened. It will take him a little bit longer to find out about Earth, but he will eventually find it, and future Trunks hasn't arrived yet. But as King Cold, he will arrive a little bit later. So Vegeta decides to stay at Capsule Corp, since Goku recommended that, and Bulma doesn't mind, and Goku is still wondering what is his power. He still has no information about it. So he goes to ask the smartest person he knows, Bulma. Of course, Bulma doesn't even understand what Goku uses, but she may know someone who actually knows a thing or two. So she calls him, and after a couple of hours, Jocko arrives. Since Bulma thinks he would know something, since he's practically known about the entire universe, so maybe he'll know about this mysterious power Goku got. Jocko is weirded out to see the Saiyan that he was supposed to arrest, but for now, he hasn't done anything bad. Instead, he was saving the Earth and actually killed Frieza, so he decided to let him stay and says that he can go to the Galactic Patrol headquarters where he can look at their database to find this weird power. He never heard of him himself, but he's pretty sure he heard of it from somewhere. So they take Jocko's ship and go to Galactic Patrol. And when they arrive to the Galactic Patrol headquarters, Goku explains more about what he felt and how did he get it. And when Goku mentioned that his body kinda moved on his own, that catches someone's ear. And then another Galactic Patrolman arrived and asked him can he explain the technique again, because he heard about this before. This is mirrors, of course. And when Goku finished explaining, he's really surprised. That's Ultra Instinct, and this mortal somehow managed to unlock it? So Mirrors begins to explain what he had was the technique that barely anyone knows and how to use. It's called Ultra Instinct, which separates your mind and body from you and allows your body to move on your own. And said that he wants to help him unlock this power again, since he knows some things about Ultra Instinct, and Goku's excited to train because this guy looks really strong, and his eye looks like the time when he goes Ultra Instinct, so he begins his training with Mirrors. Back on Earth, Vegeta is getting used to his life on Earth, and he's kinda liking this place. He actually also expecting a newborn kid with Bulma, since the peacetime is a bit longer. Let's just say Trunks is born a little bit early, but then he senses someone arriving at Earth. It's King Cold. He has finally found the planet. while Kakarot isn't here, he's confident with his training in the gravity room should be enough against King Cold. So he goes to find King Cold. So then King Cold arrived. It took him a while to find this place, but it seemed like Vegeta and Nappa went to this planet, so this will be the first place he'll maybe find the killers of the sun. But then a mysterious boy arrives and said he's here to stop him, and King Cold asks, is he the one that killed Frieza? He says no, but he will be the one to kill him. And then he goes Super Saiyan and destroys him with pretty much no difficulty. But then Krillin pops up using instant transmission by sensing that huge power. Krillin asks the kid, how do you just defeat a frost demon so easily? And why is his hair so spiky and yellow? And the boy says that when the entire group arrives, he'll explain everything. So when everyone arrives, he tells everyone that his name is Trunks, Vegeta's son from the future, which is completely surprised, and especially Vegeta. This is actually his son. Well, yes, he was just born, and his name is also Trunks, and that hairstyle really looks the same, so he could not be lying. So he explains that in the future, 2 murderous androids take over the world and kill everyone, and Goku died of a heart virus, so he couldn't join the fight. But he has something to show the Saiyans that may give them a chance. He shows them Super Saiyan. Vegeta and Gohan are really surprised with the power, because they thought what Goku used back on Namek was the Super Saiyan. Well, Trunks explained that Gohan did try to unlock that power, but he practically had no idea what he was striving for, so he never did manage to unlock it. But when Gohan died, he turned into this yellow weird form and guessed that this was the actual Super Saiyan. So he tells him to try to unlock this, because this is way easier to get than what Goku has unlocked. Then he goes back to the future, hoping that he managed to change the past. And I'm also surprised to see Krillin here, who says that he learned everything the Yard Giant had to offer, giantification, cloning, and even for spirit vision. But he knows that even with these techniques that he won't be able to defeat the android, so everyone goes to prepare, and Vegeta decides to call Kakarot so he would join the fight as well. Back at the Galactic Patrol, Goku and Mirrors are training one day. Goku has made some amazing gains, but no progress on Ultra Instinct. But then Jakku comes and says that he should return to Earth since Bulma said it was an emergency. Goku is saddened that he cannot train with Mirrors, but Mirrors says that he will wait until Goku returns and they can continue our training, because he knows that he is close on unlocking Ultra Instinct again. Goku is happy that Mirrors understand and instant transmission back to Earth. Vegeta is training in the gravity chamber, trying to unlock Super Saiyan one day, but then Goku pops up and asks what is wrong. Then Vegeta explains the situation about the androids, and when he unlocked wasn't the Super Saiyan, it was something else. A power fueled by rage, not whatever Kakarot used. Goku already knew that, but he said that he will also try to unlock that golden power that he mentioned, but he still won't forget about his other power he's striving for. Vegeta says that he will become the first Super Saiyan and finally surpass Kakarot. And Goku accepts the challenge, so he comes back to Mount Pounsu to train with Piccolo and Gohan, trying to unlock this Super Saiyan power. And I think after the time skip ends, he should be more than enough to unlock the Super Saiyan transformation. But Goku comments, while this power is pretty powerful, he knows that this is nowhere near as strong as Ultra Instinct, but since he can't unlock Ultra Instinct yet, this power will do. So then this Android Saga begins, and nothing changes. Nothing. 19 and 20 arrive, they were easily defeated, then 17 and 18 arrive, and then Cell. But quick side note, I just want to say that Gero did manage to get data about Ultra Instinct, since his aura was so intense that it destroyed the drone alone. So every android is still the same strength. Even though Gero has some data, he never managed to get the full samples, since his drones were destroyed. But the changes begin when the Piccolo starts fighting 17, and they're pretty much even thanks to Kami's fusion. But then Piccolo decides uses the technique, that clone technique, which makes a perfect clone, and they begin to beam together. 17 is getting a little bit overwhelmed since one of them was kinda even, so two of them is a little bit too much with them. So 18 goes to step in and help 17, but Cell still arrives. And no matter how many clones that Piccolo uses, Cell is still way too strong and absorbs Android 17 and 18 trying to escape. Then Tien fires a full power Tri-Beam, but after 2 times, he feels a hand on his shoulder saying that he can stop now. He turns around and sees Trunks and Vegeta. He thought they were training the hyperbolic time chamber. How did they arrive so fast? Well, when they left the hyperbolic time chamber, Vegeta used instant transmission to teleport them right in front of Tien. When Cell recovers, he's immediately attacked by Super Vegeta. Then, again, everything goes the same, with Vegeta getting too cocky and letting Cell absorb Android 18 and became perfect. But then, when Perfect Cell gives Vegeta one free shot, something changes. Vegeta charges a Final Flash. The strongest Final Flash he ever done, and when he has charged at full power, he disappears. Cell doesn't even understand where did Vegeta go, and then Vegeta pops right in front of Cell and fires a Final Flash of point blank rage, destroying him. Well, most of his body. Vegeta laughs at him, thinking that he has claimed victory, but then Cell regenerates and says that was actually a pretty good blow, and gave him a tiny Zenkai. So, still beats up Vegeta like normal. Trunks comes in with grade 3, but that's also useful. But Cell still decides not to kill them, and starts the Cell games like normal. Then, Goku and Gohan exit the hyperbolic time chamber, and Goku is pretty confident that they could defeat Cell. So then, the 10 days also go like normal. But the big change that comes is when Goku fights Cell. And Goku is doing a lot better than when he does in canon, since thanks to his brief training with Mirrors, he actually managed to find and unlock something that he never thought he got. God Ki. Of course, he does not have enough God Ki to like go Super Saiyan God, but it powers up his base form, which makes him a lot more powerful. So this fight is actually quite even, and Goku actually getting a little upper hand, but not too much of an upper hand, since Cell had also a little Zenkai, which also powered him up. Goku punches Cell in the stomach and backs up and beginning to charge a Kamehameha, and Cell doing the same, then firing it at one another, with Cell still winning, using now his full power to try to kill Goku. But Gohan had enough and steps in to help his father, but even with the two combined power, there's still not enough to beat him. Cell laughs. He says that they never had a chance to beat him, but then he feels kinda weird. But then he suddenly becomes imperfect again. What the hell happened? And he turns around and sees Krillin holding 17 and 18. He just used Fourth Spirit Vision to remove the androids. Cell damned him and tries to hit him with his tail, but he instant transmissions away. And then Goku and Gohan sees the chance to fire their blast at full power. Then their both aura flare up. Gohan's hair spikes up, and the fire sense the overwhelming power, while Goku's power disappears, and see a fire surrounding him. With Cell back into his imperfect state, he has no chance to fight back, and he was destroyed. Gohan and Goku power down, completely exhausted by just using all of their power. But they're a little bit confused. First off, Gohan has managed to unlock a new level of Super Saiyan, and Goku's ki just suddenly disappeared, but it wasn't like he was getting weaker. It was the opposite, it was like he got stronger. Goku doesn't even understand what also happened, but he knows that maybe it's some kind of different power, maybe it was Ultra Instinct again, who knows. So everyone goes back to their normal life. Trunks goes back to the future and defeats the android like normal, but the biggest change is that Goku is alive in this scenario, and the androids are also thankful for the fighters to help, and Krillin saving them, of course, so 18 still dates him like normal, and Goku is able to see his newborn child Goten being born, but now he wants to go back to the Galactic Patrol to train with Mirrors once again, so after saying goodbye for now, he teleports back to the Galactic Patrol. And then when he comes, he teleports right in front of Jaco, scaring him, asking how did he just appear right like that, and says that he used the instant transmission and asks to see Mirrors again. And Jaco takes Goku to Mirrors. and Mirrors is happy to see Goku again. He did see the fight against Cell briefly, but he didn't see everything. But Goku has to ask, does he know what happened there? Because apparently his ki disappeared and a fiery aura surrounded him, and it wasn't like he got weaker, it's just like he got stronger. Well, Mirrors explained that he may have managed to unlock something called God Ki, but he doesn't know much about it either. Of course, Mirrors is lying, but Goku doesn't know that. So, Goku continues his training with Mirrors, with Goku having one goal: to access the power he used on Namek, Ultra Instinct. And that's where we leave out this part of what if Goku got Ultra Instinct in the Saiyan Saga. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, if you have any what if suggestions for me, write down in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And if this video reaches 6 likes, I will make the next part. And I'll see you guys in my next video.